Good morning, my dear students. Today we have discussed about proteins. What is the protein? So what is the protein mean? Simple definition: a group of amino acids. A group of amino acids or two or more amino acids are combined to form a protein. The next one more definition. What is the first definition? Two or more amino acids or group of amino acids combined to form a protein is known as proteins. The next one definition: the RNA converts to protein by a translation process. By the translation process, the RNA converts to protein. The next one more definition. What is the literal definition of the protein? The proteins are the most abundant organic molecules of the living system. It is a organic molecules of living system is known as proteins. So simple definition: a group of amino acids combined to form a protein is known as proteins. The next one, RNA converts to proteins by a translation process. The next one, a group of organic molecules is known as proteins. So the protein word first derived from a Greek word. What is the Greek word? Proteus. What is the Greek word? Proteus. What is the proteus means? First folding. First folding is known as protein. Simple definition: the protein is the protein word derived from a Greek. So proteus means first folding structure or first folding nature. First folding organic molecule is known as proteins. So this is about introduction of the proteins. The next one, classification of the proteins. The proteins are classified into several types depend upon the functional group. The proteins are classified into several types. So first one is the structural proteins. The structural proteins means, for example, it give a particular structure to a particular part of the body. For example, hair and nails. These two are made up of keratin protein. These two are made up of keratin protein. The keratin protein, it gives a particular structure to the proteins. That classification is known as the structural proteins. The next one, second classification, enzyme or catalytic proteins. What is the importance of the enzyme? It increases the rate of reaction. In the body is known as enzymes. So for example, which enzyme is the example for the enzyme or catalytic proteins means hexokinase or pepsin. The pepsin is present in our mouth, and hexokinase and heptokinase, octokinase. The kinase enzyme is participated in the glycolysis cycle or any other cycle. The kinase means combination enzyme. By the kinase enzyme, two or more product combined to form a one product. So the kinase enzyme, pepsin enzyme, these are example for the enzyme or catalytic proteins. The next one, transport proteins. So one more word about protein. The proteins are act as a carriers. What is the carriers means? Transportation. So which one transportation is the transfer of the energetic material, the transfer of the oxygen molecule, the transfer of the energy rich compound from one cell to other cell or one organ to other organ is known as a transport proteins. So what is the example for the transport protein? Hemoglobin. What is the importance of the hemoglobin? The hemoglobin example is the transfer of the oxygen, transfer of the energy rich compounds from one cell to other cell via blood or through a blood. So that is the importance of the hemoglobin. This is about the transport proteins. The next one, hormonal proteins. What is the importance of the hormonal protein? It maintain the normal body levels. It maintain the normal values in the body by the hormonal proteins. Example, insulin. What is the importance of the insulin? It maintain the blood glucose level. In the body, insulin and growth hormone and etc. hormones are example for the hormonal proteins. The next one, contractile proteins. The contractile proteins means, what is the contractile proteins? Example is the actin and myosin. actin and myosin. These two are the participated in the actin and myosin. These two are the participated in the against of microorganisms. So it acts as a against of microorganisms, that is known as the contractile proteins. Example, actin and myosin. The next one, storage proteins. What is the storage proteins? Example is the ovalbumin or globulin. Ovalbumin and globulin. The globulin and ovalbumin is the storage of the energy in the particular area. Albumin, globulin, different proteins are participated in the storage of the energy purpose. The next one, genetic proteins. So in here the RNA converts to protein by a translation process. So the RNA is the nucleic acid. The nucleic acid containing the which one information? Genetic information. So indirectly the protein also storage of the genetic information. So genetic proteins means it containing the amino acids and as well as it containing the genetic information for new generation purpose. Example is the nucleoproteins. Nucleoproteins is example. The next one, defense proteins. The defense proteins means for example snake venom. For example is a snake venom. The defense protein means in case of any toxins are presented in our body, it defends by the defense proteins. For example, snake venom. The next one, immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulins, example for the defense protein. And last one classification is the receptor proteins. The receptor proteins example is the hormones and virus. Hormones and virus is the receptor proteins. This is about protein classification based upon the functional group. The next one, based on the chemical nature and solubility, the proteins are classified into three types. One is the simple proteins, conjugated proteins, derived proteins. A simple proteins means what is the importance of the simple proteins? The simple proteins only made up of only amino acids. Is known as a simple proteins. Conjugated proteins means it having the proteins and as well as the aprotein parts or aesthetic group or conjugated group. Means protein part, non-protein part both are presented in the conjugated, but only amino acids are made up of proteins. So that proteins is known as a simple proteins. Protein and acidic group or a protein part or non-protein part is presented in the proteins, that is known as the conjugated proteins. Derived proteins means denaturated proteins. Denaturated proteins are degraded proteins from these two, from the simple and conjugated proteins are degraded to derived proteins. Again, this is about simple, conjugated, derived proteins. The simple proteins are example. What is the simple protein? Example, globular proteins and scleroproteins. So the globular proteins, what is the globular proteins? These are simple proteins are classified into two types. One is the globular proteins. The next one is scleroproteins. So globular proteins. The globular proteins is nothing like a oval shaped structure and soluble in a water. Oval like shaped structure soluble in a water is known as globular proteins. The next one, the globular proteins example is the albumin and globulin. The albumin is presented in the egg. This is about globular protein. And scleroproteins means it is a circular shaped structure. It is insoluble in water. Is known as scleroproteins. Example, collagen. Collagen means the collagen is presented in the blood. And elastin also presented in the blood. This is about simple proteins. The simple proteins, both these two are made up of only amino acids. The next one, conjugated proteins. The conjugated proteins is nothing like that. What is a conjugated proteins? It having the protein part, a protein part, acidic group, and these are all combined to form a conjugated proteins. Example is the nucleoproteins and lipoproteins. The nucleoproteins means nothing like that. It containing the nucleic acid, nitrogen base pairs. For example, adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, uracil. These are all present in the nucleoproteins. The next one example is the lipoproteins. The lipoproteins is nothing like that. Combination of the lipids and proteins is known as the lipoproteins. Example is the VLDL, LDL, HDL. So VLDL means very low density lipoproteins, high density lipoproteins. These are example for the conjugated proteins. Each and every protein is made up of the protein part and a protein part also. The next one, derived protein. The derived proteins means degraded or denaturated of the conjugated and simple proteins. And simple and conjugated, next step is the derived proteins. These are the derived proteins are again classified into two types, primary and secondary. The primary and secondary. What is the primary proteins? The primary proteins is the example is the coagulated proteins. The secondary proteins example is the peptones and peptides. So what is the coagulated protein? Coagulated means binding of a group of chemicals. Coagulated means binding of a group of chemicals is known as the primary proteins. And peptones and peptides. What is the peptones and peptides? The peptones and peptides, the peptides bonds, the peptone and peptide, these two are the participated in the a combination of the amino acid. One amino acid plus one amino acid, it gives a protein. The protein is made up of a binding of a peptide bond. Peptide bond is produced in between of the amino acids. It produces the secondary derived proteins. This is about classification of proteins and introduction of proteins. So what is the importance of the proteins? The importance of the proteins means what is the importance? What is the uses of the proteins? So the proteins is the energy rich compound. It gives a energy and storage of a nucleic acids and storage of a genetic information and transfer of a genetic information from one generation to other generation. The next one, the proteins are act as a carrier and transportation of the oxygen molecule. The next one is H2Os, and the next one is energy rich compounds from one cell to other cell, and as well as it is involved in the several reactions, and it produces the biosynthesis processes in our body. This is about proteins, introduction, classification and uses.